Joined by Tufts University, they just played in Game 6 of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball National Championship. We're joined by head coach Sheryl Milligan, first baseman Lena Cantone, and pitcher Allison Fournier. Welcome with comments from the head coach about today's game, please.
I thought we did a pretty good job. Allison pitched through some rough spots, I think, overall, and we hit the ball, which is a big difference from yesterday. So I think a little bit more what we were capable of. So made some really nice adjustments at the plate, and got the job done.
Want to open it for media, Gene?
Coach, what was getting those early runs psychologically? Is that a big thing when you get up like that right away on a team?
I think it always is. I mean, I think we can still consider ourselves a hitting team, and when we get those runs, it's like we're running on all cylinders.
Allison, for you, 24 strikeouts in 2 games here so far, 14 yesterday, 10 more today. What is it about you that makes you an effective strikeout pitcher?
Probably the spin on my ball and trying to work on my spins in the off-season to have different moves and trying to get it.
And then just talking about your mindset coming into the tournament here with 2 games, really it's been all postseason, all season long, but really here in the postseason, really excelling against what is on paper and what we've seen here today, really good teams. What is it about the mindset of this team that has you ready to perform at such a level?
Well, the whole team is focused and ready for every game, and I just try to go out there and do my job, which is to strike the batters out and get the numbers so that we can score runs.
Gene?
Let me ask, Lena, did you sense that you had 2 hits? Did you sense that their pitchers were tired today or struggling or?
I don't know. I didn't really see that. I mean, the second pitcher that came in definitely seemed to be hitting her spot, and I was seeing a lot of outside pitches. So, I mean, she didn't seem very tired at all. She seemed to be hitting her spots pretty well, and I just kind of was expecting that outside pitch since that's what I saw a lot of. That I just kind of was expecting that. But yeah, I didn't sense any tiredness.
Coach, talk a little bit about you pulled the right strings today. You moved Lena up in the order, moved somebody down, and they both had great days where they were in the order. Talk a little bit about your mindset as a coach coming into today's game and what you were looking to do with the team with making those changes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the ultimate goal is to get our offense going the way it's capable of. Similar to the switch we've made throughout the year, having our 2 buncher slappers at the top of the order has worked really well for us on some days and has worked not as well for us on other days. And so, moving Lena and Joe and Em up the spot has not ever really been a concern for us. And all 3 great hitters. Lena is by far, a kid that can hit both corners of the plate. It's really hard to get pitches by her, and she makes great adjustments, which I think led to her success today. And it's something that we talk about all year. And those centimeter by centimeter adjustments are what turns a pop up into a hit, and, a single into a double, and all those things. So she's certainly had a great day for doing that today, and it's something that's carried through our entire season. But those kind of changes are things we've done all year, just to kind of think about who we're facing, what we think we're going to see, and what's the best man for the job, if you will.
Lena, talk about the offense overall here. Yesterday, a little bit of a rough day, not able to get uncorked offensively, and today you come out, start early, and put some runs on the board. Talk a little bit about maybe what you guys talked about as a team from last night to today.
Yeah, I mean, I just think yesterday we came out, we weren't picking the right pitches to swing at. I think today was a little different because we got our table setters on base and they did their jobs, and it's a lot easier to score runs when we get girls on base early in the game, early in the inning, and they did just that. So I think it builds your confidence coming up to the plate when you know you have runners on base. I mean, the pressure's on, but I also think it just, personally, it built my confidence, and you have that extra motivation to get them in. So I think that definitely helped, and I think all of us came out that way today. Everybody did their jobs, and that's what scores runs. So.
Allison, you got 2 games under your belt now here. One unfortunate loss today with a victory. So you've gone through pretty much the gamut of emotions here in 2 days. What's the comfort level of the team right now in Salem, moving forward, looking forward to tomorrow and possibly more games later on?
I think we're just going to try to take it 1 game at a time and win each game as it comes. And we're really fortunate to be here, and we're really excited to be here. So we just want to keep going as far as we can.
Gene, anyone?
I'm good.
When coaching players, thank you for being here and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
We're joined by Plattsburgh State. They just played in the 6th game of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball Championship. We're joined by head coach Stephanie Zweig, second baseman Allison Smitty, and catcher Aaron Florkowitz. Coach, we'll open with comments from you about today's game, please.
Today it was a good game. I think that 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 pitches for Tufts is a good pitcher. I think that we definitely hit the ball well, and again the opportunities just didn't go our way, and we were unable to score the runs that we needed to score. And I think that our pitching staff did a good job, and unfortunately we didn't come out on top. And we know coming into this tournament that every team is going to be a tough team, and every win or loss is going to be a tough loss. So I think that at the end of the day, we kind of, even though today was a low point of our season, we have to remember what our whole season has been like. So it's even though it was a hard day on the field, it's definitely an awesome year for us, and just really proud of the girls and what they've done.
Open it up for questions from the media. Gene.
Coach, just the way these games are, an elimination game and all that, giving up the 2 runs early, did you sense that it took a lot of the wind out of the sails and the dugout of your team?
I don't think so, because I mean it happens in the first inning. If you're going to give up some runs, it's definitely best to do it in the first inning because you have 7 more innings to kind of try and fight back. So I think that it didn't really take the sails out. It takes a lot for the sails to be taken out of our team. So we kept on fighting, and the pitcher that we were facing, we faced 2 tough pitchers in 2 days, and I think that we had a little bit more of an answer for the pitcher today than we did yesterday.
You started Heather instead of Ashley, and then Ashley came in. But just talk about some of the struggles the pitchers had today. Why did you start Heather in the first place? Was it a hunch, or just what you've done all year? Or?
Yeah, I mean, Heather is, like I said yesterday, she's like our secret weapon, and I think everybody in the world was expecting us to start Ashley, and every championship game that we've won this year, we've started Heather and brought in Ashley, so that was our game plan, and Heather's a big senior for us, and there's nothing better than a senior fighting for her own cause, so I think that she did a great job, and I think I haven't seen a bond like Heather and Ashley's before, our 2 pitchers. So there's nobody better for her to give the ball to than Ashley, and vice versa. So they do a great job. I knew the duo of them would fight hard for our win.
Aaron, did you from your 2 pitchers, did you sense that they were struggling at all or tired today? Or what did you sense?
No, I thought Heather did a great job that first inning. We unfortunately made an error in the field that kind of put us behind the 2 runs, but she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She hit her spots where she was supposed to. Unfortunately, our defense just didn't get it done that first inning.
Right.
Ashley hit all her spots. She's solid on the mound. She always has been. She was a rock out there. I don't think she would do anything differently, and I wouldn't call anything any differently. So.
Can you see in these games at this level that there's very little margin for error? I mean, you really have to play almost perfect ball.
It's a game of inches.
That's
what softball is. 1/2 a step too late or too early, you don't quite catch it. It's a game of inches.
Right. Allison, you solved their Fournier for a double today, but just talk about how difficult she was as a pitcher. She had 24 strikeouts in 2 games so far.
Yeah, she had a lot of speed and she had a lot of movement, so it's kind of hard for us to catch up.
Is it hard to catch up against a pitcher like that?
Yeah, her rise ball was crazy. It was moving up right at the last second, so we were just right under it.
I think what really has is she had the rise ball, the drop change-up going on, so she wasn't working inside-outside too much, but she has a little unevenly with the rise and the drops.
Allison, talk a little bit about your mindset with the at-bat. You come up there after having faced her a couple times in that game, at least one time in the game, and you come up and you put a good swing on the ball, good swing at it. What was your mindset coming up there, knowing that you had an opportunity to do some damage there late in the game?
I knew that could have been my last at-bat in the Cardinals uniform, so I just wanted to have no regrets and just make something happen.
Stephanie, if you could just look back, this is your 3rd year, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you were were you a year out of school when you started as head coach?
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously you played for Plattsburgh, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So did you have a 3-year plan when you started? Did you expect to be here after 3 years?
I mean, I always expect to win. I like winning. I hate losing. So I think that right from the start, I wanted to get back here. I think that's the best part about coaching is you're able to
kind of use your competitive spirit towards what you do in life. And I think that I really enjoy winning, and I learn a lot from losing. And I think that I really knew that this senior class was going to do something special by the end of their career. And honestly, I was thinking about the end of my career, and if you're from the North Country, you know that Cortland is our nemesis. And I remember losing my last game my senior year on our home field against Cortland. And for these guys to be here in the World Series, for their career to end, that is just a great experience for them. And unfortunately, it doesn't end with a national championship, but it does end with being 7th in the country, and that's a phenomenal accomplishment for them to have. So for myself, I don't really have a 3-year plan. I have a year plan, because it really depends on the group that you have. And I knew with this group that we were going to be able to do something special this year.
You were here as a player in 2007, right? Okay. So did you talk to your team a lot about this mysterious land in Salem, Virginia, and getting back here, and how much of a goal that was?
I mean, I think that really the only thing that we spoke about was that every win and every loss was going to be tough, and we were going to have to work really hard to achieve anything. And I think that we knew that, and I think the approach was the same going into regionals, because this group has never really been to regionals either. So I think that was the approach all along. And the little things like community service, or having to do the media, or having to make sure we go through a cool down, those are the little things that you really kind of talk about. But the game doesn't change, the dimensions are the same, the field's the same, the bases are the same distance apart. So these girls definitely know the game, and didn't really need me to kind of micromanage them and overanalyze the game.
Aaron, talk about that. I guess never going to regionals and then getting here as a senior. It might hurt now, but when you look back at it, what do you think you'll think about this season? His whole career.
It's everything we ever worked for, getting to this place. I mean, our goal, we made a list of goals in the beginning of the year, and it started with the SUNY Championship, and we felt like our SUNY conference was a harder competition than our regional competition. We went to SUNY and we fought for our lives, and before this year, our class had never beaten Cortland State, and we went into SUNY already having beaten them once in the regular season, so we already knew that it was a year that it was gonna be a year of new things. Then we saw them again in the championship, and we took advantage. And now we're here, and it's been a great experience. Can't ask for any better than this.
Unfortunately, we didn't have to see them in regionals.
Okay.
Somebody else eliminated them.
Okay, this is good. And Allison, let me ask you the same question. You were here when Coach got here, and you're like, who's this? And probably but just getting here and winding up here as a senior, 7th in the whole country, I mean, you have to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. Can't even describe it. Yeah, it's been a great experience, and this season, I didn't think that we were gonna make it all this way, and you get here, and it's just wow, we're actually pretty good.
All right, well, coach and players, thank you very much for joining us here. Congratulations on making the final round of the NCAA Division III National Championship.
Thank you very much.